Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your June 2025 intuitive tarot reading. Super excited to be here with you. It has been a minute, Saggy, since we did these face-to-face readings, and you better let me know if you like it, otherwise I'm not going to do them again because they take so much time. So please do let me know in the comments if you enjoy this format, and a lot of you have been asking for longer readings, so here you go. And I haven't been able to bring them in for much less than 20 minutes, so yep, get settled in. If you are a regular calling back in for another reading, you know I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. And if you are a newbie, welcome. My name is Bronya. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. Looking forward to bringing you through this message. Yeah, please do like, share, comment. Most importantly, hit subscribe, become part of the community. It really does make a big difference to channels like mine staying around, so I'd really appreciate that. Drop me a comment. Let me know if you like this format, and also yeah, let me know where you're tuning in from as well. I think that's it. All right, let's jump in. So we are in Gemini season, Saggy. I just want to frame up by talking a little bit about the energy before I draw you an oracle card and then work with a traditional Celtic cross for you. So in tarot, the energy of Gemini is the Lovers, right? It's not just to do with love and relationships, but really big choices of the heart and honoring the authentic truth of our feelings, of our heart. Now, the goal really is to bring a deeper sense of balance and harmony to your life, Sagittarius, with the decisions that you make. All right, now partnerships, personal, professional relationships can be highlighted in this month. It is a great time to communicate, to resolve issues of the past from a new awareness or perspective. So you might be journeying that. Now, I actually dug out your June energies from our 2025 tarot wheel, Sag, and you got a really powerful combo, like double major arcana, which means it's more significant, the Empress and the Chariot. So this is about moving towards a victory, health, wealth, vitality, abundance wise. So yeah, I'll take that and then some. The thing about the Chariot is it does talk about making really profound, deep and aligned decisions, to often leave a sense of familiarity, to leave a comfort zone, to go on a determined quest to get to the growth, the outcome, what you're trying to create in your life. Now, what is the comfort zone for you? For some of you, it could be, well, I want to earn more money, I want to be more in control of my income, and I'm needing to leave behind something stable and steady, or a job that I like my colleagues in. For others of you, it could be around relationship, right? And needing to take some action, put yourself out there, have heart-to-heart conversations. For some of you, this can be a fertility energy. It might be time to move forward on a conception journey. We don't just conceive, humans. We can conceive a business. We can conceive a new home. So whatever it is for you that is deeply calling on your heart, that's what this is asking for. For some of you, I've got the message as well. If you have been in, maybe in separation, or you've been disconnected in some way from a partner, from a project, it's time to get back on with that. All right. So we'll pop those energies just up here. I'll reference them during the reading. And then we'll start with a Moonology card, and then we're going to jump into your Celtic cross and get a full and complete picture. All right, meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. So the Piscean energy is interesting. It's a nod to the moon card, and it says, yeah, we do need to meditate and contemplate on this move, but I'm gonna trump that with the Chariot coming in and say that if we stay in that, that's when the dream becomes an illusion or a fantasy or unrealized potential. So after said decision-making process, reflection, meditation, contemplation, we're going to get in that Chariot and propel it forward, all right? So you do need deep consideration, but we don't want to stay there, because I think that's, obviously I do like hundreds and thousands of personal readings. Like, a lot of people struggle to get beyond that to doing the thing. All right, I'm going to use a major arcana just for your energy, Saggy, to signify you in this reading, and then I'll be switching on over to the classic Rider-Waite For the rest of the positions, I'm going to read this as it comes out and then we'll get the rest of the positions. I'm pulling justice front and center for you, Libra energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Might be one, be dealing with one. Karmic scales want to rebalance for you. Coming back to the energy of the Lovers, which really does guide us this month. You might have been feeling out of balance in one of these situations, out of pay balance, out of balance and power in a relationship, whatever it is for you. General reading, please do apply it to your situation, Saggy. Justice is the invitation to meditate, contemplate and deeply inquire about your truth of this imbalance and then make the empowered decisions, right? Like true justice level decisions around the future of the situation. And sometimes that might be looking at truths and accountability, correcting wrongdoings, and seeking fair and just outcomes. I don't know where to look on this phone, sorry, so I was looking straight ahead, probably thinking their eyes are going funny places. All right, we're in that. Okay, right away. Let's go to the energy. So justice is here, Saggy. So biggest influence of the devil. I'm going to pop that there. Let me just get the rest of the cross out and then we'll read. So past, Seven of Cups. You know how we talked about the fantasy, the dream, the illusion? There it is. Future, Five of Cups. All right. Known aspects, Nine of Wands. Well, this is intense. There's a lot of energy around this. Unknown, King of Swords. There's your clarity. That's where the justice starts kicking. All right, advice, Nine of Pentacles. Energy is changing. We have external influence, Page of Cups, new opportunities coming in, and the Strength card, hopes and fears. And your outcome, ooh, Five of Pentacles. We will clarify that when we get there. All right. Can't go from the 9 to the 5, so there's got to be more to that. All right. Let's start back here with the biggest influence that crosses you, and that's the devil, right? Capricorn energy in the major arcana. And this is where you're feeling disempowered, Saggy. Now, I mean, there's so many things that could play into this depending on your specific situation, but generally for me, it would be playing back into the shadow and the past aspects of the situation. So if there's been struggle and challenge, it could be continuing to cycle around and struggle and challenge. Maybe it is not recognizing where you're being held back and going, well, better the devil I know than empowering myself out and through this situation. I mean, it can be toxicity, and that can be within ourselves by sabotaging or choosing a situation we know that's not good for us, or it can be in the environment, right? You know, where we're not feeling supported in a situation, or we're being kind of held back in some way. So the devil brings temptation to stay there, because it could be the known, the familiar, the easy. But remember, the Chariot is like digging into that determination energy to get to the true expression of the Empress. So in your past, you've got the Seven of Cups. Now, this is in cahoots with the devil, because this is illusionary energy, and that's what the devil is really, really good at doing in your life. It's the reframe where we tell ourselves, you know, oh, well, it's not that bad, you know, it's okay to put my needs on hold, or people please, or appease, or, you know, I'll have time later, like whatever it might be. We have to be so mindful of the Seven of Cups, because this is potential that is not materializing, right? And I feel, looking to that Five of Pentacles and the outcome, this is no threat or anything, but I feel that if we keep going on the trajectory that you're in, you're going to play a lot smaller than your potential. And the Five of Pentacles can be the struggle or lack that comes from staying under the spell of the Seven of Cups, expecting a different outcome with cognitive dissonance, but receiving the Five of Pentacles and wondering why. All right. So this is asking you to take off those rose tinted glasses and look with clarity. That's our King of Swords. We'll get to him. So in your future, you've got the Five of Cups. Now, yeah, this is not a fun energy. It can be grief, it can be sadness, letting go, but we do that, Sagittarius, to get to the Two of Cups, all right? And that is a metaphor for there are new possibilities, connections, and potential behind staring that devil in the eye and saying, you're not delivering for me. You've actually stolen my joy, you've stolen my energy. I'm on a hamster wheel here. So I feel that, yeah, this is why it's going to be so challenging for you to do this, because I think that you've stayed in that energy and it may be an avoidance. Absolutely no judgment. We all do it because it's going to be a hard one to traverse, but you've got to think about the gold on the other side, all right? So that's why the Nine of Wands is in the known energy. Yeah, you know it's a struggle, but you've been choosing it on a subconscious level. And again, no judgment, Saggy. I mean, change is so hard, but we've got a unique opportunity with Jupiter and Gemini at the moment, right? We're in Gemini season. I know you're not a Gem, but you might have a significant placement there. For that's the Wheel of Fortune energy that brings expansion through change and through shifts, right? And it's better than sitting in the Nine of Wands. Like, this is our wounded warrior energy, and you know that you're tired on this path. You know that it's been a fight or a push. All good outcomes come from that. But if we're in this energy, and it's sustained and it's starting to affect us mentally and physically, and you can't see it changing, that's when we have to empower the change ourselves. And it starts with awareness. King of Swords. This is your unknown energy. And the King of Swords beckons you towards transformation through seeing the big picture, taking a step back, a zoom out, looking at all of the dots, like the milestones you've traversed so far, and also looking at where you're at right now, which is Devil and the Justice, but knowing that if there's not the energy of change, then that perpetuates, right? Then we keep in the same picture, if that makes sense, right? So in order to, where you are right now, your present has been created with the decisions, actions of the past leading up to this, right? And we're creating our future in this now moment. Like, you've probably heard this, Sag, but I'm going here. So if we want a different outcome and a different future, we have to make different choices. We have to level up and be a different person. We've got to be in the chariot. We've got to be the warrior. Like, if the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, the charioteer is the gladiator. We've got to be in that energy to move forward. And that sometimes requires deep and painful growth, an undoing process, a looking in the shadow, the hard corners, looking at how we've played into it. And it's not easy to do, you know. I mean, personally, I've been on a journey this last year, and I have leveled myself up in every aspect of my life. And I've really given to it. I've given energy to it. I've given money to it. I've given time to it. And it's been hard, right? But it's necessary if we want to go to new places, to new heights. The King of Swords invites you on that journey. All right. Advice. Nine of Pentacles. Here's the level up, right? This is the glow up, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. This is doing it. I actually feel that this is the outcome you want to get to, which, remember, we had the reach this card. Oh, can't pick things up off this table. I'm just gonna do the slide. This is where we want to get to, the Empress, right? I mean, this is kind of pre-Empress energy for me. But remember, the Five of Pentacles is sitting there now. Again, no threat. What it means is that without change, we're going to end up in the same place, or sometimes we do take a back step. We want to get to the Nine of Pentacles, but the thing about the Nine of Pentacles is it's self-empowered. It is self-made success. It is independence. It is, I haven't been afraid to go my own way, put myself out there to get to the result. It is, I'm taking a chance on me. I'm taking a chance on the new. I'm making that hard decision to get in my chariot, leave the comfort zone, make the justice call, because the shadow of the devil is siphoning my energy, and I can see it's illusionary. I know I'm going to need to go through the hard bit, but awareness and clarity is showing me that if I don't go through the hard bit, I won't get to join the dots into a new picture in my life. Yeah, that's it. So we'll pop that back over there, and we'll go to external influences, Page of Cups. Now this is good, and this leads me to feel that maybe that devil energy might be within you a little bit if the Page of Cups is our external energy, because I think that the devil probably stood for the choosing, the knowing, and the buying into the illusion and the narrative that we tell ourselves that no, life can transform from this place when it can't. But you're actually being told, like your guides are telling you, that there's going to be opportunity, right? But we've got to be open for the taking. And I usually say, Sag, that generally we need to be seeking. And you know the saying, you know, I go into cliches because that's how it comes up, but what you're seeking is seeking you. And I think it really says that sometimes we need to take the first step, then the universe joins in. So the Page of Cups can be chance encounters, it can be fated events. But if we're under the illusion and the spell of the devil, we might not even be looking. We might not even pick up what the universe is putting down. So I think that there could be someone that you meet or a conversation that you have that puts you in your chariot or like helps you make that final decision. So do pay attention. Be the King of Swords. Hopes and fears, the Strength card. I think there's a hope and fear deep within you that the potential that you know is there won't be activated or realized, because once you take the shroud away of the devil, you can see it, right? So the Strength card is saying we have to soothe that inner beast to unlock the wisdom of the higher self and move forward. It's the energy of Leo, right? There might be a Leo that you are dealing with. Have Aquarius energy, the King of Swords, Libra with Justice, and Capricorn with the Devil. But this is also, I mean, the Leo energy rules the heart and spine, astrologically speaking. So I always say with this card, it's like we've got to have the backbone to follow the call of the heart. Where is your heart calling you? Well, it's not calling you here. I'm going to clarify that one with my clarification deck. The Five of Pentacles is... yeah, it's where we play smaller, right? And we sort of resign to where we are. King of Cups, Scorpio energy. Four of Cups and Four of Pentacles. All right, this is a sneaky one because the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles are the temptation to hold on where we are because maybe we're not feeling confident, empowered or esteemed. But the King of Cups, Scorpio energy, that's the Death card in the Minor Arcana, and it's inviting you into emotional growth to make a emotionally intelligent decision here for transformation, right? And the Scorpionic energy is very much about shedding that old skin, right? It's the death and rebirth that takes us from the Five of Pentacles to the Empress. And there might be something to give up to gain, like the Five of Pentacles. Like there could be, like, I'm going to have to take the golden handcuffs off and leave that job, or through leaving that relationship I have to go journey through the destabilization of, like, I liked living in this house, or like we actually have to sell an asset or split money. Like sometimes there is a cost for the payoff, but the Empress delivers in way greater ways, right? She is the health, wealth, vitality, abundance. She is the flourishing. But sometimes we have to go through the Five of Pentacles to get there. But it's better than staying in a situation that just feels like debt the whole way, right? Emotionally, mentally, physically. So the Empress is beckoning, and the pathway to her, whoa, oh my god, the whole table's collapsing. I'm sorry, I was trying to be poetic and it's just all falling apart. The pathway to her is through justice, you know, and that's really where it starts, and that's T for time. Let's make some decisions. All right, we almost lost the table there, but we got there in the end, and yeah, this is coming in on 20 minutes, so I better leave it here. Now, Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Personal readings and healings, you'll find the link to my website down below. You can find me on the socials if you want a bit more in between these readings. Catch the weekly that I'll be dropping in a couple of days. I'm sending you so much love and magic. Do take care, Saggy. Bye for now.